This is the euro dollar analysis for let's have a look. Monday, the 11th of December. So let's have a look what happened with prices and where they might possibly go. So let's grab the pen. So from the initially on the 8th, we were expecting prices to possibly come down to 17.28 or just below that level. We were looking at 17.10. What we did see is prices did come pretty close to our level in at 17.28. On the chart it's marked at 17.28.9. Let's just have a look how close we came. The low was at 17.30, so within 2 pips of the level we've previously identified at 17.28. We did see this big bullish candle. I think this was our NFP candle. Yes, it was at 1. That opened at 1 p.m. We have seen a slight continuation. The trend so far does seem a bit weaker than we'd expect, but it is to the upside. The initial NFP candle was bullish, and we do seem to have had a small trend to the upside. So we are into resistance now in at 1771. From this 1771, we have to look at potential levels that are of interest to us. So if we do continue to hold the 1721 and we start to have a break, we'll be targeting 1810 above. Above that level, we'll be looking at 1830, which is a stronger level, as it is it's marked out here in red. At the 1830 level, we've also got a 400 period moving average marked out here in black is there as well as 200 period moving average pretty close by as well. So in around that 1830 to 1840, and we'd expect to see some sort of reaction. Might go into a bit of a consolidation rather than say a reversal. A break from 1830, we'll be looking to target 1862, and from there we're looking at 1910. I can't anticipate prices moving beyond 1910 on Monday the 11th of December. Now if we do break down from where we are at present at 1771, again we'll be looking to see if 1728 holds for a double bottom and a move to the upside, a move possibly retesting the 1771. So double bottom just down there at 1728 before a move to retest at 1771 before a move up to 1810. Now if we do break down below 1728, we'll be targeting 1710, and a break from which we'll be looking to see how prices react in around 1670 before looking at the major level in around that 1612 for a potential bounce in the market. I'd expect the far end of the range possibly to be in and around I'd probably say about 100 pips or so, so in around that 1670, 1680. So that's where I expect the far end of the range to be here on Monday, the 11th of December. Now, I'm just going to have a look at the higher time frames. Now, we're going to have a look at the daily chart. And if we get scale on here correct, let's just have a look. So, on the daily chart. So on this daily chart, as we can see here, we've now had a continuation we've desired. So we had the low here, we've had a higher low. We're expecting a higher low to hold there, especially after this bullish candle. We're expecting to move all the way up to 2030, possibly 120 before possibly moving on to 2092. Now we have seen a turnaround in prices. Initially last week we did have a gap down. We did see a continuation of a sell-off. Now here on this daily chart we have put in a bit of a pin bar just there prior to today's opening, so we might potentially see some more buy side momentum come back into this market to retest the most recent highs in around the 1960s or so. Now overall on this daily chart, as you can see, we've got our previous highs here. We've had a lower high there, but we've invalidated this lower high by posting a higher lower high. We've posted a higher high there in relation. And again, we've got our lows there. We posted a higher low there as well. So if we do hold this higher low, say we do turn around where we are at present and we do head upwards, we'll see our price react to the highs there and see if we do get continuation and stay a step in motion to the upside. Overall, on the longer time frames, we'll have a look at the weekly and the monthly. Overall, we are the euro does seem to be biased to the long side slightly against the dollar. We do have an interest rate decision this week that we have to bear in mind. So let's have a look at the weekly chart. So here on this weekly chart, we can see the gap up after the Macron election win in France, in the EU. We've had a strong move to the upside. We have had a pullback. We've pulled back below the 200 period moving average. And we've come down into 1612, as we can see here. We've had some strong buying, 3 weeks of strong buying out of the 1612. We have stalled, so we do have a high there. We do have a potential lower high there, so a potential further downside momentum. So we had this initial, I think it's inverted pin bar, I think it's called. No, it's not an inverted pin bar. So we have this bearish candle here. We had a gap down the market, which again is a bearish sign. We've had a pretty strong close to last week's candle. So we might potentially see further continuation down towards our 1612, and where we've got the 200 period moving average. We're just going to have a look to see where the 200 period moving average is. Yep, it's at 1615. So in around that 1612, if we do retrace down, they would expect the confluence of the 200 period moving average as well as the horizontal level to act as a confluence. We'll likely see some buy side momentum come back into the market. But again, we do look poised for more of a pullback, even though we are in a uptrend. We've had a pullback, and again we do look like we're going to have a pullback. We'll see whether we invalidate this low down here, or we just have a shallow pullback before we have continuation to retest the most recent highs. Now we're just going to have a look at the monthly chart before wrapping up here on euro dollar. So on this monthly chart, just there, we can see we've had a very strong move to the upside. We've gone into a bit of a consolidation, positive bullish candle, and again we do seem to be having a bit of a pullback here. So all that's happened really is we've stalled in around this 120 region, but overall the market does seem biased to the long side in light of these bullish candles here. So with that said, is there anything of note? I'm just going to have a quick look to make sure. So there isn't anything of note I can think of. That should cover everything. And with that said, thanks for watching.